Hi everyone, so you want to take a martial art and you don't know where to start? In today's video, I'm going to give you some tips and pointers to help you find the best dojo for you. Everyone, I'm Norm. Welcome to the Shotokan Chronicles. Today I'm going to talk to you about some of the different things that people look for in martial art and what might help you pick a dojo that's right for you. So first you have to take an inward look and see exactly what you're looking for, whether the martial art is for you or the martial art that you're interested in is for your children. So you have different benefits. There's the physical aspect, which is cardio fitness, muscular strength, reflexes, coordination, flexibility. Then you have your mental aspect, building awareness, concentration, confidence, responsibility, and stress relief. Then there's the social aspect of it. Respect, self-confidence, self-control, interaction with other people, leadership, and assertiveness. These things are important and in life in general, and martial arts will help you develop these things. So when you're looking at a martial art, you got to, and then you got to look at all the different styles that are in your area. There could be 5 or 6, there could be one. If there's one, then you're limited to. If there's more than one, I suggest giving them a call. Find out about the instructor, find out about class times, prices and stuff. Ask all of those common questions. And then you have to go and watch a class. Go and take part. Most karate clubs will offer a free class. Or even a week of free classes for you to check out. You have to see if you mesh with the other people in the class, see if you get along with the instructors. So how do you go from there? You found 3 or 4 martial arts, you've checked them out, and you know their time schedules work, their pricing is okay, but what's next? Where do you go? So you got to go and check out the dojo for starters, the school. Go in. If it's in a YMCA, it's not going to be too much to check out. You're just going to go to see the class. But if it's an actual professional dojo, you're going to go and check it out. One of the things you might come across in a lot of dojos when you walk in the door is a trophy rack. And personally, I walk into a dojo, and if I see a trophy rack, it doesn't impress me. Yeah, that's great if you have trophies and medals and stuff like that. What impresses me the most is to see the instructor certifications on the wall. I have actually, in one of my travels, I stopped in at a dojo and I looked at the trophies on the wall. One of the trophies said 1978 World Karate Champion. I honestly don't think the 1978 World Karate Champion came from a little town. You might want to look into that and see for sure, but sometimes people will just go and get a trophy made to put it up to and try to sell them as being important. It's not about that. And karate in general is not about tournaments and winning medals and stuff like that. Then you want to check out stuff like the facility. Take a walk through the facility. Check out the changing rooms. Make sure that they're up to snuff, that they're not just, a curtain between 2 sections. You also want to look into the instructor certification. Ask the instructors what organization they're part of. There's lots of different karate organizations, and there's some groups that are not affiliated with organizations. That really doesn't matter. But if you take part in a style that is part of an organization, you know that you have some standardization. So you have to look at the organization and check out the organization. See if the instructors in the organization have any credentials, any qualifications. So then what's after that? You've checked out the organization. They belong to a pretty reputable one. What do you got to look into next? Well, the instructor. Is it just the person that says that they're an instructor because they have a black belt? Just because the person has a black belt doesn't mean that they're an instructor, that they're good at what they do. Other groups, as soon as the person becomes a black belt, they start their own club and they think they know everything. And that's just not how it works. You have to have an understanding of what you're teaching to be able to pass that on to your students. In a lot of the bigger organizations like the ISKF, the JKA, the IKD, a lot of groups have an instructor's program, Kenshusei program. It's designed to teach your black belts how to be good instructors. If you go into a dojo, you want to ask about stuff like that to see if the organization that you're checking out or the instructor you're checking out actually has some qualifications and knows what they're doing. Just an idea of how it works in other groups. To be a sensei just means one who has gone before or someone that's older than you, and it doesn't necessarily mean that that person knows what they're doing. Sensei is just the person that teaches, the person that's regurgitating the idea. And if I personally, I know I've had a student once that came in, they were a black belt, and on their black belt it said Sensei. And I was like, oh, what rank are you? And they had just gotten their black belt. I was like, well, why does your belt say Sensei on it? And she said, oh, as soon as you get a black belt, you're a Sensei. No, you're not. So you've checked out the Sensei, you've checked out the classes, you seem to like everything that's going on. Then what's next? Well, you want to look into pricing, you want to look into schedule, you want to look into everything like that. Now, some organizations or some clubs ask for a contract. I have never been part of a club that asked for a contract where you have to pay so many dollars up front, sign a contract that states that if you don't continue training for so many months, then you have to pay for all those months anyway, stuff like that. The clubs that I've belonged to mainly have been, there's a monthly fee, or you can get a discount if you pay for several months in advance, or if you set yourself up on a prepaid program so that the first day of every month they can take money out of your bank account or whatever. So I told you that I would show you a book that will help you through this, and there will be a link in the description to pick the book up online. Yeah, and if you have a copy of this book, when you go to the dojos that you're interested in, there's actually a checklist or a questionnaire type thing in the back that talks about everything that I just mentioned. The book is called The Parent's Guide to the Martial Arts, and stuff in here about finding dojos. Like I mentioned, there's a questionnaire in the back and stuff like that. It's a really good help if you're trying to find a martial arts school for yourself or for your children. Check it out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, and like this video if you found it interesting. Leave a comment below. Have a good day.